What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And I got some new news concerning Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis has stated that if he was fighting today, what fighter out of the big three would give him the most trouble? Now, Lennox Lewis went on to say the fighter that gives him the most trouble would more than likely be Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury, because of his height and his speed and his awkwardness, he would have more trouble out of him than the other two fighters. Okay? And I would have to agree with Lennox Lewis on this one because I feel that Tyson Fury is a freak of nature. I think he's a very tall, awkward guy, but he's equally quick. See, someone that's awkward and quick, they're dangerous. Okay? Because they're the type of person you don't see these punches coming there, and you don't anticipate the punches coming that fast from someone that big. One thing since childhood about me, I've always been scared of bears. Okay? I've hated bears. Like, I used to have dreams about freaking bears because the size of a bear that can run 30 miles an hour scared me because I know they can outrun you, maul you to death, rip your face off and all this. And that's, I guess that's one of my fears, bears. Tyson Fury is like a big freaking bear. You know what I mean? And that's the scary part about him. He's big and he's fast. Something big, fast, swift like that can catch you is scary. Not saying that Tyson Fury is scary because he doesn't possess like this dynamite knockout power. But he can catch you with punches you don't see, and the punches you don't see will hurt you. So, yeah, I do agree with Lennox Lewis on this one, surprisingly. You know, I just wish that he would have went more into detail about the fighters. You know, if you're going to be compared to this era of boxing, you know, you pick one fighter that would be the most difficult. Okay, I know that was the question, so I'm not bashing Lewis on this particular video. But I would have preferred me counterpunching that. If I'm with that interview, I'm like, okay, who would be second and who would be third? Since he didn't say that, let me give you my own hypothesis about it. I think Deontay Wilder would be last or less threatening. I see Lennox Lewis knocking out Deontay Wilder quickly because Lennox Lewis is a guy, he's a big guy, he possesses power, he possesses skill, and the only chance that Deontay Wilder would ever have against Lennox Lewis is a puncher's chance. He has been hit on the chin a couple times. It's went down a couple times and didn't get back up. That's the thing about Lennox. You take Lennox down, he ain't getting back up. That's the power of Lennox. That's the thing about Lennox. He's like King Hippo on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You hit him enough in the belly, and he's down that one time, he's out for the count. That's Lennox Lewis. I think what would probably be more of a match for Lennox Lewis would be Anthony Joshua. I think he would be the second hardest, simply because he does have a boxing, he does care about freaking skill. And then it would be more of a chess match fight. I don't know. I think it would probably be another Klitschko fight. I'll take that back. I don't know about it because Lennox Lewis does get aggressive when he needs to. You know, he throws the jab, he chops with the right hand, and he has different things in his arsenal. Versus a guy that equal size like Joshua that do kind of similar things. I think Lewis is more experienced, and he would know certain things to do to Anthony Joshua. But when you're just in the heat of the moment, who knows what the hell will go on, you know? So I would have preferred him, you know, give a breakdown on who. He just said one, you know, and then maybe he didn't want to say Joshua, maybe because he didn't want to give him credit, or he didn't want to discredit Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? So there was reasons people answer things and don't drag other points up, key points up, like he could have done when he was like, okay, take so and so for example. He doesn't hit like so and so. He just said, oh, I think Tyson Fury would be the hardest or the most difficult out of the three heavyweight champions, so to speak, that are fighting today. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Lennox Lewis making these statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.